The Honorable Ali Sabri and I spent 3 days in Jaffna. So we met a whole spectrum of people. Nobody told us that they wanted the armed forces prosecuted. Their issues were very different. The main grievance was that the forest cover was excessive. Now, we were told in some areas the forest cover is as much as 60% to 70%. If that is the case, then people don't have sufficient land to build houses and for cultivate. Then they also spoke of problems connected with the availability of water for cultivation. Jaffna has a large number of lagoons, but the northern province does not have a river. Then they brought up other questions which are common to young people in other parts of the country as well. That is the mismatch between education and employment. People are educated, they have paper qualifications, but no access to livelihood. That creates resentment. So the young people who spoke to us in Jaffna said the same thing. We want the kind of education that will equip us to get good jobs, get a decent income, and achieve social mobility. Now, these are the issues they discussed with us. They didn't say they want the Army, Navy, and the Air Force brought before international tribunal. So this kind of demand against the armed forces is not really something that emanates from the grassroots. The way forward is to unite all our people.
Foreign Minister Professor G.L. Piris also highlighted a key element in bringing youth from different ethnicities together, while hinting that racial identity may be given too much emphasis in present day.
I visited 2 schools in Jaffna, each of which is more than 200 years old. There was no hostility at all. So I told the principals of those schools, why don't you increase the degree of contact between schools in the north and schools in the south? Then they will realize that their aspirations are common to everybody. Unfortunately, the educational system tends to emphasize the differences rather than the things that we have in common. It is largely to do with language also. I was a student in University of Peradeniya for 1 year before the Faculty of Law was shifted to Colombo. Now, we made friendship on the basis of shared interests and values. In those days, we were not overly conscious of racial or ethnic identity. Why? Because we could all speak to each other very easily and comfortably in the English language. I mean, today, Sinhala students don't speak Tamil, the Tamil students don't speak Sinhala, and neither group is really comfortable with the English language. So, we must work towards uniting our people. I'm convinced that this is possible. So, there is enough to build upon. So, this is what we will say in Geneva to the Human Rights Council, in New York to the General Assembly.